chordates and what is chordata exactly. So basically, chordata is just a minute. Let me show you a diagram which represents the complete chordata. I think it should be there. First, I will show you the a diagram of chordate, and then we'll discuss about the classification part. This is diagrammatic representation of chordata, right? So chordata, who are the chordata? So we keep the chordates that on the basis of that they have no two chord. Now, what exactly the no two chord is? So, sake of your knowledge, I want to tell you that the backbone is a just developed a no two chord, right? So, this is the no two chord. What is the no two chord? No two chord is a cartilaginous structure. The purpose of this notochord is to protect this nerve cord, right? So the purpose of notochord or our backbone is to protect nervous system or nerve cord, right? That is the main function. The purpose of our notochord or backbone is not to keep us erect or support our body. It's not like that. The main function is to protect our nerve cord or notochord, right? Nerve cord. So that is the function of notochord. It separates uh, it separates the nerve cord from the rest of the visceral organ. So here, this part belongs to the visceral organ, right? And this is the notochord. This is the anal tail, right? Tail is present. This is anal opening. So obviously, digestive system is complete. Mouth opening, mouth. Pharyngeal gills mean they have the respiratory system, and this is the digestive tract. So this is the basic representation of a chordate. So at least all these organs which are represented over here, they must be, these are the basic organs which must be present in any chordate, right? So on the basis of this notochord, we have divided animal into two groups. First group, those which we have studied yesterday, till the day before yesterday. So till the melanoglossus, so hemichordata. So they were all non-chordate. So non-chordate are those which do not possess notochord. Chordate are those which possess the notochord. So now we are going to study the chordate. Further, we have divided chordate into two groups, right? Two subgroups. Acraniata or protochordata, right? So what are the acraniata? Acraniata are those which do not have cranium, this part, right? Which do not brain box or cranium, no brain box or cranium. So cranium, you know, cranium. Cranium is just brain box.
Yes,
This
sir.
part.
Cranium,
This,
brain
yeah,
part,
this bone
the
is called
skull.
cranium. It's exactly skull, right? So no brain box. In these animals, acraniata represent those animals which do not have this brain box, right? Brain box is not present over here. Fine. Now the second no brain work. Means brain is not present over there, right? And the second one, those which have the brain, so we call them that uh, uh, they are the craniata, right? Craniator. So craniator are those which have the brain work, right? Craniator are those which have the brain, and notochord may persist throughout their life and is not replaced by vertebral column. Try to understand what I am saying. Notochord persists throughout the life. So notochord is found, but it is not replaced by the vertebral column. What happened in our body when we remains inside our mother in the form of the fetus? On that time we do not have backbone. We do not have vertebral column. Basically, we have the notochord. When our body developed from fetus to develop an uh, more developed fetus, right? So on that time, what happened? This notochord become the notochord start getting converted or developed into backbone, right? Further, these acraniata. So first we can see that first part is acraniata. Acraniata is further divided into two subphylum. Urochordata. So first subphylum is Urochordata, and second subphylum is Cephalochordata, right? Urochordata and Cephalochordata. Then here the craniator are divided into two subphylum or division, two subphylum, that is Agnatha or Gnathostomata, right? So now further Agnatha, those which do not have this jaw-like structure, right? Agnatha means they do not have jaw-like structure, right? So they are the vertebrates which do not have jaw, right? I'll tell you what they have in place of the jaw. So no jaw, right? And Gnathostomata, those which have jaw. Jaw is present, right? So they have sucker-like structure. They do not have jaw-like structure. They cannot eat or chew anything, right? Ostracodermy and cyclostomata. Ostracodermy, it is not found right now, right? So this ostracodermy, it is an extinct. They are extinct. No member is present. Cyclostomata are those which have a circular mouth, right? They have circular mouth, circular mouth, like sucker-like structure. Further, Gnathostomata means those which have jaw. They have been divided into two categories: Pisces and Tetrapoda. Pisces, you know, the Pisces is a class of fishes, and Tetrapoda, those which have four limbs, right? Those which have four limbs, right? But both fishes and Tetrapoda both have jaw, but the fishes, they do not have limbs, right? Then further we divided Pisces into three categories: Lactodermy, Lactodermy, Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes, right? Lactodermy, they all are fossils, right? They are also extinct. They all fossils. All are fossils. Means they are also not found nowadays, right? Uh, Chondrichthyes. So chondrichthyes, they are the fishes which are made up of only cartilage, right? Like shark, cartilage fishes. I think you must be aware with the cartilage. What is cartilage? Then osteichthyes, do you know what are the cartilage? Osteichthyes, they are the fishes which have bone. So they are called bony fishes. Do you know what is the difference between cartilage and bone? Tell me, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So,
A cartilage is more flexible and bendable than bone.
right. Our nose, this part, our ears, they all are made up of cartilage. They are cartilage. Then further tetrapoda. So tetrapoda means those which have the four limbs, right? In tetrapoda, amphibians are there like frog, reptiles are there like snake and lizard, apes means birds, mammalia, those mammals like we human, right? Which have the mammary gland, they feed their children through the mammary gland, right? So this is the classification of the chordate. Is it clear or not? Tell me. First, it should be clear, then you will come to know what the chordates are. Then we will start the studying chordate one by one. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will start one by one. So further, like we have divided chordata and acraniata. So in acraniata, I told you urochordata and cephalochordata. So first we will study about the urochordata. In urochordata, the member is Hardmania. This is the member which is Hardmania. So first subphylum urochordata. This is the diagram of Hardmania. There is a bronchial siphon. Bronchial siphon means the siphon or like a structure from where it breathes, right? Nerve ganglia means brain-like stuff, right? Atrial siphon means heart-like structure. Tunic is a leathery membrane, right? It's a covering made up of leather, right? This is anus. Esophagus, right? Means it is meant for food intake, right? Male gonad, female gonad. It means both of the gonads are present. It means it is bisexual or hermaphrodite, whatever you want to say. You can. This is the stomach, right? It is meant for digestion. This is the heart, right? And these structures are called stigma, right? They help in intake of the food, right? Uh, One very important thing, Hardmania, how many colors of the blood are present over there? How many color you have? Listen, the colors of blood. How many colors can be in a blood? Different type of blood. I've told you blue blood. Red you all must have seen. So, uh, humans and all mammals, they have blue blood. Insect, either their blood is colorless or they have black blood. Uh, Octopus or mollusca, they have blue blood. But here, Hardmania or Urochordata, they have the green blood. So blood can be green, can be blue, can be white, can be colorless, can be black, can be green, right? So these are the color of the blood. So is it clear? Urochordata. If clear, please note it down the characteristic of Urochordata. Please start noting down general characteristic of Urochordata. Adults are generally sedentary. Adults are generally sedentary. That is, they are fixed in substratum. Clear or not? Like Hydra, this one, like Hydra, sponges and all that. They remain fixed at particular substratum. Right. Next point. This subphylum, this subphylum, which one? Urochordata, is also known as tunicata. Why? Tunicata. It is also known as tunicata because their body is their body is enclosed with a leathery covering, tunic, a leathery covering, tunic, which is made up of, cellulose like organic substance, cellulose like organic substance, right? Next point, which is very important. Notochord, very, very important. So, when larva is more advanced and adults are less advanced, this is retrogressive development, right? Progressive development is that when young one are less advanced and adult is more advanced. But here, when they become adult, uh, they go backward direction in the development, right? So we can say that notochord is found only in notochord is found only in tail of larva. Tail of larva means young one. Tail of larva and it disappear and it disappear in adults and it disappear in adults. Next point. The larva is called tadpole. The larva or tadpole. Larva or tadpole is motile, means it is more advanced than adult. Motile and undergoes retrogressive metamorphosis. Backward. Retrogressive metamorphosis. What is that? It means adult is less advanced while larva or young one are more advanced, right? Next point. They have valve. They have valve. Sorry, they have valveless. They have valve is not present. They have valveless heart. Valve are not found in heart. Blood of this, the name of this organism is Hardmania. The blood of Hardmania is green. The blood of Armenia is green due to presence of vanadium. Due to presence of vanadium. Is it clear? Tell me, guys, is it clear or not? This was
Yes,
some
sir.
file Eurochordata. It is very important and you need to cram it, you need to remember it. Noted down everything? Martin, clear? Sidika, clear?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So look, I told you there were two subphylum. So I told you chordata have been divided to two subgroups. First group, acraniata. Acraniata means those do not have cranium or head, right? This skull. And those second one, that craniator, those which have the cranium. Here we divided acraniata into two subphylum, Urochordata, and next one is cephalochordata, right? Now the next one is cephalochordata, subphylum to cephalochordata. They are very important for medical exam, basically. Number of times the question I've been asked in medical. Cephalochordata. The name of this fish-like organism, something like fish-like organism, is called Amphioxus, right? Amphioxus. You can see this is the dorsal nerve cord. So nerve cord, it travel from head to the tail. In Urochordata, in Hardmania, we have seen nerve cord is present only in larva, and when the larva develop into the young one, it disappears, right? So that's why uh, this is better and more advanced, right? Uh, so nerve cord here you can see nerve cord, it runs from head to the tail. Next, there is a notochord. Notochord is also present from head to the tail. Again, there is a oral root tentacle. These are the tentacle which are very sensitive. Then this is the mouth part. Gills are present. Gills are present for respiration. Gonads are present over here. Atrium means heart is present over here. And atriopole, right? This is the atriopole. This is the anus, where, right? This is the anus for excretion, right? So from here, and gills here, the water is passes, and through the water they take the oxygen, right? So this is the amphioxus. This is the representation. So please start writing down general characteristics. First point, in Urochordata, adult were not more motile. Here both are motile. Both adult and larva are motile. Both adult and larva are motile. First point. Next point. The notochord extend up to notochord extend up to anterior end. Anterior end. From starting to the anterior end, it runs across the body. Next point. Gills are well developed. Gills are well developed and numerous in number, means there will be number of the gills, and numerous in number. Numerous in number. Next one. It do not show retrogressive metamorphosis. Means it is adult is more advanced than larva, as usually which happens, right? So it shows progressive development. It shows progressive development. Progressive development means where that is adult is adult are more advanced than larva. Here the adults are more advanced. These structure are called ocelli, right? Which are present in the front one. This these structure are called ocelli. So the last point is that Amphioxus, the Amphioxus has numerous eye spots, not eye, numerous eye spots, which are sensitive to light. Means they have sense of light. Sensitive to light. So this was subphylum, second subphylum, Cephalopodata. Look, the name of Cephalopodata means cephalo means head, and chordata means notochord. So notochord run up to head. That's why this phylum is known as Cephalopodata. Cephalus means this brain part. Go through with it and tell me if you have any doubt.
Sir,
Yes.
could you explain motile? Motile
Sorry?
again?
Sorry?
Motile?
Motile? Yeah, both are the motile. Larva as well as
No,
yeah.
could you just explain what motile is?
Sorry?
What motile is?
Motile means they show the motion, means they can move from here and there, like fishes.
Okay. Okay.
Means they show the movement, right? Like you can see in Urochordata, hardmania is sessile, means it remains stuck at a point. It is not motile, right? Larva is motile, means larva can show the motion. Larva can roam here and there in the water, but the adult one cannot move from anywhere because they get stuck at a particular rock and all that, or ocean floor.
No, okay, sir.
All clear?
Yes, sir.
The next one is next subphylum is that is subphylum 3. This subphylum is Gnathostomata, right? They bear the jaw, and there are two superclasses. Pisces, they bear fins like fishes, and Tetrapoda, they bear limbs, right? Chondrichthyes, osteichthyes, amphibian, reptile, apes, and mammals, right? I have already discussed. Now come to this one, ostracodermy, right? Okay, ostracodermy, cyclostomata and ostracodermy. I've already told you that ostracodermy is that phylum which is already extinct, right? They are not found. They are not found anymore. They are not present anymore, right? Right, cyclostomata. Okay, fine. So ostracodermy, they are the earliest known vertebrate. So you can see this is the fossil of ostracodermy. This is not a fish, rather it's a fossil of ostracodermy. I have shown you, right? This is fossil of ostracodermy, right? It's not real because they are extinct. So they are earliest known vertebrate which appear in Ordovician period, right? Ordovician period is a time period when they appear on the earth but now they are not found. Just their fossils are found, and we came to know that they were the earliest known vertebrate, right? They are the earliest known vertebrate. Fine. Okay. Uh, they are also called armored fishes because their bodies remains covered with armor-like structure. So they are called armored fishes. They all are extinct. That's what we know about them. Osteopoda. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After osteodermy, so I said to you that osteopod agonata means they do not have jaw. Osteodermy abscess, cycloestomata is still found. The second class is cycloestomata. Why we call them cycloestomata? Because they have circular mouth, right? They do not have jaw. So circular mouth is like you must have seen leech. So they have just leech like sucker, right? Basically, they are parasites, right? So what they do, why they do not have, they do not require jaw because they are parasite to the larger fishes. They stuck some larger fishes and keep on sucking the blood of their these fishes, these larger fishes, and they remains alive, right? Cyclo means circular, cyclostomata means mouth. So the circular mouthed fishes, right? They have the nostril is present. You can see they have the eyes are present. Uh, Buccal tunnel means the area inside the mouth, right? This is head. They have external gill slits. The external gill slits is found. Trunk is present. Trunk means stomach part. And cloacal part. What is the cloaca? Can anybody tell me what is the cloaca? Anybody? Cloaca is opening. Okay. Cloaca is opening. This is opening uh, for egg laying, egg plus waste material or excretion, right? When the same opening is for, there is no no separate opening. The opening is same for excretion as well as for egg laying. That aperture is called cloaca. Is it clear? They have tail,
Yes, sir.
anterior dorsal fins. So you can say what is the difference between the fishes? They do not have pair fishes. The pair fins, I'm sorry. They do not have pair fins, right? Look, this is the anterior fin, single fin. At the opposite side, there should be a pair of fin, right? But there is no paired fin. Posterior
Cloaca
dorsal
is
fin.
the common cavity which is present in the end of the digestive tract, right?
Sorry,
Cloaca is the common cavity present at the end of the digestive tract.
actually, the cloaca is the same opening from where they excrete out their undigested food, right? And the second, they also use the same same opening for the egg laying. Got it? So when particular a single pore have dual function, this is called cloaca. Otherwise, if there is an egg-laying part, egg-laying pore is alag, egg-laying opening is alag, and excretory opening, then you will use the term anus. Got it? Why we do not use the term anus? Because this opening is not used only for the excretion of the waste food. It is also used for the egg laying. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. What is the peculiarity? I want to tell you something. Then jot down it. They are basically found sea and large rivers, right? So what happened? Basically, they are found in estuaries. Estuaries are those part where the river and the ocean water meet. They are basically found in oceans, right? For egg laying, they come to the rivers, right? They move to the estuaries or rivers. They come to the estuaries. They lay the egg or they give the birth to the young ones and spawning. That is called spawning. When they spawn in the fresh water and they return to the ocean. When they return to the ocean, they die, right? And after the development, their larva or their young one, when they develop, they again return to the oceans. So that is the peculiarity of this cyclostomata. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please note down. They occur in sea and large fishes, the large rivers. They occur in seas and large rivers. Full stop. If they are marine, if they are marine, they migrate for spawning. Spawning means laying egg. They migrate for spawning to fresh water. Full stop. After spawning, within a few days, after spawning, within a few days, they die. After spawning, within a few days, they die. Full stop. Their larva return to ocean. Their larva return to ocean after development. Their larva return to ocean. Their larva return to ocean after development. Full stop. Next point. The mouth is circular. The mouth is circular and they do not have jaw. Mouth is circular and they do not have jaw. Next point. They are not true fishes. They are not true fishes as jaw are absent. As jaw are absent. Next point. They have 6 to 15 pair of gills. They have 6 to 15 pair of gill slits. Next point. Head and brain are poorly developed. Head and brain are poorly developed. Next point. They have unpaired fins. I've already told you they have dorsal fins only. Ventral fins are absent. They have unpaired fins. Next point. Stomach is absent. They do not require because they are parasite. Stomach is absent. Next. Heart is two-chambered. Heart is two-chambered. The same like fishes. Right. Next. Fertilization is external. Fertilization is external. Is that clear? Any doubt? Please ask me if you have any doubt in this class. Cyclostomata. Please ask me if you have any doubt.
No, sir.
Okay. Next is superclass Pisces. Means they bear fins and they are true fishes. Right? So further, the true fishes divided into Plectodermi, Convecthes, Ostectes, right? So we'll discuss one by one. So first, Plectodermi, superclass fishes. Plectodermi, you can see this is the. Have you seen the piranha? Piranha.
Yes.
That story have been
No.
derived from Plectodermi. Yeah. Don't you think it matches with the piranha? They have very dangerous kind of look.
Yes.
So basically, this matches with Plectodermi. Just so Plectodermi example is primates. This is just generated diagram because they are not found right now. They are not present right now. The piranha story of piranha have been derived from here. So basically, they used to have a hard head shield, right? Head shield used to be present over there, and there was a hinge for the movement, right? And this is thoracic shield, right? And the posterior body was naked, and they have single dorsal fin, right? And long tail fin, right? Long tail fin. They have strong jaws, right? And which is made up of bony plate, right? They have paired pectoral fins, right? So that was the characteristic. So now we will study only nowadays the fishes which are found. They are basically convecthes, cartilaginous fishes like shark, and ostecthes, which is the normal fishes which people eat in a food, right? So we'll study in detail these two things. two fishes. So first, I will tell you this conduct fish, right? Cartilaginous fishes. So conduct fish are those fishes where the body is made up of cartilage. Their body is not made up of bones, like shark. So shark do not have bone. The body of the shark, it is made up of the cartilage, right? So please note it down. The fishes of this class bear the fishes of this class fishes of this class bear cartilaginous cartilaginous give me just a minute. Cartilaginous endoskeleton. Fishes of this class bear cartilaginous endoskeleton. Fishes of this class bear cartilaginous endoskeleton. Cartilaginous endoskeleton. Endoskeleton. Next point. They are cold-blooded. They are what is cold-blooded? Any one of you? What is cold and warm-blooded organism? They are cold-blooded animals. Any idea? Cold-blooded are also called poikilothermic. Poikilothermic. Look, cold-blooded animals are those animals which changes their blood temperature as per environment. If external environment is warm, their blood will become warm. If external environment is cold, their blood will become cold. That's why fishes die easily due to temperature difference. Is it clear or not? Please note it down. They are cold-blooded animal. In bracket, poikilothermic. That is, the temperature of blood changes as per change in external as per change in external temperature, because they cannot maintain their body temperature at constant level. Means they do not have mechanism. Like our blood temperature is fixed 98.6 Fahrenheit or 37 degrees centigrade. Either it's a snowfall outside or it's a summer outside, desertic temperature. Our blood temperature never changes, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Their skin is tough. Their skin is tough. Skin is tough and contain minute scales. The scales are very minute. Next point. Heart is two-chambered. Heart is two-chambered, as usual in all fishes. Heart is two-chambered. And RBC is nucleated. There is no nucleus in our RBC. RBC is nucleated. So their RBC have nucleus, red blood capsules. Brain bear a large smell sensing area. Do you have about the do you know about the shark? So sharks are cartilage special. Have any idea about the sharks? What is their peculiarity? What is the specialty they have? Any one of you? Afa, Martin, Chidika, any idea? What is the special with the
No,
shark?
sir.
What is their specialty? Any one of you? Yashir, I see you joined us after a long time. What happened? I've seen you after a long time. Where are you? Okay, fine. So, are you well right now? Great to listen that. Okay. So, look, shark. You know what is the speed of shark inside the water? If a shark start running or start chasing any animal in the water, nobody can escape from shark. The speed of shark is 114 km per hour. That can be speed of shark in a water. And suppose that during swimming, if shark hit us with its caudal fin, this back fin, this one, caudal fin, the last fin, this part. Suppose that a shark hit a person with caudal fin, you can, all the rib cage will break down, collapse immediately. That is the power of that thrust they create. They can smell blood inside the water from 3 kilometers. That's why I'm telling their brain have a special smell sensing capacity. If blood is in the 3 kilometers from their distance, they will sense this smell. They can sense the smell of blood. Third thing, if anything goes inside their mouth, it won't come out. That part will cut down because of design of their teeth. Their teeth is not like our thecodont, like it is not fit in the socket. Their teeth are fit into their jaw only. They are built into their jaw. And they have like very sharp teeth and number of the teeth, and they are folded inside. So anything if goes inside their jaw, it do not come. That is the peculiarity of the shark, and their skin is very hard, very rough. So, and their body do not have any bone. They are boneless. Got it? So shark are the
Yes, sir.
sharks are the king of oceans. Nobody can beat them in the water. Next point. Lungs or air bladder are absent. Lungs, they do not have lungs. So they have what? Gills. Lungs and air bladder are absent. One very interesting fact I will tell you. Shark never sleep. They keep on swimming. If they will stop swimming, they will sink in the water. Do you have this idea? They will get sink inside
Yes,
the water.
sir.
They keep on swimming like this way. Even while taking the rest, they keep on swimming. If they will stop swimming, they will sink down. Why? Because they do not have air bladder. Rest of the animals, rest of the fishes, they have air bladder, which provide them buoyancy, and that's why they keep on swimming even while sleeping. But shark do not have that kind of the thing, right? So they keep on sleeping, keep on swimming while sleeping.
It's the same for tuna, right?
Sorry.
Tuna. Tuna are also like that.
Exactly. Tuna is a type of shark, right? Tuna is a type of shark.
Okay.
This is Polyodon. Basically, this is the perfect tipular shark. We used to get this Spoliodon, this small Spoliodon, for the dissection during master classes when I did masters. Nowadays, like animal dissection is banned across India. You cannot do until unless you are in medical college. So out of the medical college, in the rest of the college, you cannot do the dissection of any animal. But when I did my 12th, when I did my graduation or post graduation, on that time the dissection was quite permitted. So we did the dissection of this shark. Their skin is so rough that if you'll like rub it quickly, then there will be rashes in your hand. And rest. Okay. They have internal ear. They have internal ear to make balance. So ear are not only meant for listening, they also, even in humans, they also maintain the balance of the body person. And that's it for the this they are the best predator, and the rest of the thing I told you. And this is Spoliodon. Spoliodon is a perfect example of shark, right? So this was all about the shark. Or yeah, Spoliodon is known as the dogfish. It is called dogfish because of its hunting and smell sensing capability. Now come to the osteichthyes or bony fishes. Osteichthyes or bony fishes normally those fishes which people eat, right? So this is the Lobio rohita, very popular rohu fish it is called, right? It's called rohu fish. It's used widely. It is mouth. It have mouth. Nostrils are present over there. Head, eye. Scales are present which were absent in the shark. Almost they were very small in the shark. Trunk is there. They have paired fins like pectoral fins. So this side is pectoral fins. That side is also there will be pectoral fins. Pelvic fins, right? Dorsal fins. They have a lateral line as a sense organ. This lateral line is present, which help in the sense organ. Tail is present. This is caudal fins, anal fins, right? So they have number of the fins. So this is the normal fish. This is the ideal fish, which we can call perfect fish. And they have the internal bony structure. Their bones are present over there. So come to the general characteristic. Osteichthyes means bony fishes. The bony fish. They have they have bony means bit of a bone, bony endoskeleton at adult stage, while it is cartilaginous at young stage. First one. And bony fishes, next point. Bony fishes have a pouch like a sack like outgrowth, which is a air bladder help them in swimming, right? So they have generally, you must have seen at your aquarium, they have generally air bladder like structure which help them in swimming, right? And they have 4 pair of gills. They have 4 pair of gills, 4 this side and 4 on opposite side. 4 pair of gills, which is covered with this one, this operculum, right? Operculum, the gills are present inside. Gills which are covered with uh, covered with operculum, which are covered with operculum. Heart is two-chambered as usual. They have two-chambered heart, and the brain bear relatively small smell sensing organ in comparison to shark, right? They have the larger smell sensing organ. Here, the smell sensing organ. And lateral line, I have already told you that lateral line is meant for either sensory organ. So lateral line is well developed. Lateral line is well developed. They have internal ear. They also have the internal ear. They have internal ear to maintain balance. And fertilization is external. That's it. Note down and let me know if you have any doubt.
No, sir.
No? Okay. So this was all about the fishes. So we study splactodermy, which are absent. We study the chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Chondrichthyes is like cartilaginous fishes, and osteichthyes, they are the bony fishes, right? So This was all about the fishes. Now comes to the superclass tetrapoda, right? So superclass tetrapoda, the first and foremost in superclass tetrapoda, that is the class amphibia. Frog is representative organism of amphibians, right? They are found both in water and as well as terrestrial, means land. But they can survive in the land or terrestrial part, but they cannot reproduce outside of the water. Why? Because water is required to swim because the fertilization is external. If I say the fertilization is external, it means that female lay the egg outside of the body in the water. Male spread the sperm outside of the body. Sperm and egg, they keep on floating in the water and they meet in the water only. So they cannot reproduce because water is required for reproduction. That is the peculiarity of this amphibians. They cannot reproduce out of the water. There are two eyelids, upper eyelid and nictitating membrane. This is nictitating membrane. So what happened? Whenever you swim in the swimming pool, you use a special type of the goggles. So this nictitating membrane, it work like a goggles. Means with the help of this membrane, when they go inside the water, they make a cover out of their eye. That is a transparent membrane. With the help of that membrane, they protect their eyes from water and they can see inside the water. Right? Nictitating membrane help to see inside water. Inside water, right? And this upper eyelid is the closest when they are on in the ground. External nostril is present. Tympanum is the membrane, like ear, right? It's the ear membrane, right? And they have digits and this femur web-like structure which help in swimming. Toes, right? Cloacal aperture is present for the egg laying, right? So this is the representative organ. This is the Rana tigrina, right? Rana hylexala. This is basically this frog is found in the trees, right? Rana tigrina found on the mud and water and land. So this is just the representative organism of amphibian. So they are the first point. They are the first cold-blooded vertebrate. First cold-blooded vertebrate. So first amphibian came on the land. Then they are amphibious in nature, means found in both. They are amphibious they are amphibious in nature. Amphibious means found in both, means water as well as land. Third point, neck is not found. So body is divided. Body is divided into head and trunk. Head and trunk. Next. They are usually without a scale. They do not have scale in their body. Without scale. So normally scales are not found in their body. Next point. Fins, paired fins. Paired fins are absent. Paired fins are absent. But unpaired fins may be present in some. Fins may be present. Right? The respiration takes place through lungs, skin, gills, etc. Heart is three-chambered. Fishes have two-chamber heart, and amphibians have three-chamber heart. Two auricle, one ventricle, right? And alimentary canal, comma, urinary, and the reproductive tract open into common opening called cloaca. Right? And they contain internal and middle ear, no external ear like us. Fertilization is external. Fertilization is external. What is the way of fertilization? I have told you. Note it down and tell me. Done? Is it done? Or okay with every point?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Then it comes to the reptiles. So reptiles are basically found in most of the reptile, majority of them, they are found in land only, right? Reptiles can be of different time. You can see reptiles. Some reptiles like this crocodile, they are found in the water, right? Crocodile and alligator. Snake and lizard, they are found in the land, right? Tortoise, turtle, they are amphibian-like body, right? So, what is the difference between the this one, reptiles and amphibian? Can you tell me? Reptiles can reproduce out of water. Generally, amphibian cannot reproduce out of the water. That is the main difference, right? Amphibians, they do not have any scale. Their body is slimy, slippery, smooth skin. But reptiles, they always have design or scale in their skin, right? So that is also a difference. So first point, reptiles are creeping and burrowing cold-blooded vertebrates. Creeping, they creep and burrowing Cold-blooded, they are also cold-blooded. Cold-blooded animals. Right? His skin is dry, rough, and very important. This question I've been asked in medical examination. Do not have gland. That which of the following do not have gland? So reptiles do not have gland in their skin. And they have a scale, or the same thing, scales are also called, or scutes. Scutes. So they are scales, or they are also called scutes. You can see scales are present in their body, in their skin, in their skin. So these are found in their skin, right? Snake and lizards shed their snake and lizard shed their scale, shed their scale as skin cast. Do you know this thing or not? Skin cast. Do you have idea about this? What is skin casting? Snake leave their external dead part, dead skin, right? That is called skin casting, right? This is found in reptiles only. They do not respire by means of gill. By means of gills, right? So they do not respire by means of gills, right? They so what they require lungs and all that, right? So lungs are found. Lungs are found for sake of respiration. Always takes place through lungs, right? So they do not respire by gills and all that. This kind of the structure. So except snake, there are two pair of, means four. There are two pairs of, means four limb, right? Two pairs of pentadactyl limbs. Pentadactyl limbs. Pentadactyls mean they have 5-digit. Pentadactyl, 5-digit. They have 5-digit and 4 limbs, right? The same thing with the human. We are also pentadactyl and 5 limbs, but snakes do not have that, right? And heart is 3-chambered except crocodile. Heart is 3-chambered except crocodile. Crocodile have 4-chamber. So crocodile is exception that have 4-chamber. And ear is middle, external, all kind of the ears are found, right? So So both middle, note it down. Middle, both.
Crocodile has
Middle.
how many chambers of heart?
Sorry,
Crocodile has how many chamber of heart?
4 chamber, 4
You
chamber,
wrote right.
4, 4
chamber.
like us. Yes,
Okay.
they have 4 chamber. That is exception. Ear, all ear are present. Ear is here is external, middle, as well as internal, like human. So all kind of the like all type of the ears are, all part of the ears are present. Like human, they have middle ear, external ear, and internal ear. Right. The snake do not have ears. Right. That also. The snake do not have ears. So ears are not found in a snake, but rest they have ears, and they are mostly oviparous. Means they give birth to the egg. They are mostly oviparous. They are mostly oviparous. Right? So this was all about the this one, reptiles. The next class we have to do the apes, and first apes, and the second one is that mammals, and that's it for this classification part. We'll do that, right? So that's it for the day. See you next class.
Thank you, sir.
Second and third
Good
point
night.
again. Okay, yeah, second and third point. Second point is that skin is dry, rough, and do not have gland. Have scale or scuts. These design, right? Scale or scuts in their skin. Right. Third point is snake and lizard shed their scale. They shed their skin as a skin cast. After a particular time, dead part of the skin, they shed it.